This video is designed to help you start a gold business. At the end of the video, you'll find a valuable gift. It's a gold business plan that you can download, and will lay down for you, step by step, everything you need to know to start a successful gold business of your own. If you are new to this channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button for more videos like this. The first recommended step to take, when planning to start your gold business, is to register your business and obtain all necessary business licenses that may be required to trade in gold. You may consider registering your business as a limited liability company so that you can protect your personal assets from any business liability. Decide on the kinds of gold you would be buying and selling. You should also make up your mind on the kinds of gold you want to be dealing in. Do you want to be buying outdated pieces of jewelry or broken pieces of jewelry, so that you can refine and resell them? Wedding bands or brand new gold jewelry for resale, or would you rather deal in raw gold? Learn about new trends in the business. The gold business goes beyond buying and selling gold. There are new trends in the business that you can also take advantage of. For instance, you can go into selling gold-plated items such as cell phones and tablet computers, or even luxury wine bottles. You can even get people who want to customize their phones or design their clothes with gold. All these are business opportunities you can look into. Learn about gold valuation. The gold business is not a business that you can enter as a novice. To be a successful gold trader, you must know how to measure and weigh the purity of gold prior to buying it. You must know how to identify original genuine gold, and how to determine the value and prices of every piece at any point in time. There is a standard guide to appraising gold coins, while gold jewelry shall be valued with its fineness. There are standard tables to determine the amount of gold in each piece and its value in the market. Once you know of its value and you feel you can profit from it, buy it. You should also be aware that the prices of gold fluctuate a lot, so you must know the best times to buy and sell. If you buy wholesale, you can get gold at a cheaper cost, and be able to sell it at a higher selling price. Determine who the buyers of your gold would be. You must also be able to decide on the people who would buy your gold. Examine the market to see where demand for gold comes from, and who your competitors are selling to. You can also form an alliance with jewelry shops in your area, so that you can supply them with gold which they can also sell for a profit. You could also look out for gold wholesalers, who would buy them in bulk from you. Plan your business carefully and decide on how you are going to run your business, and how you are going to expand the business in the future. Purchase all the necessary equipment. You should also purchase all the necessary equipment needed to start the business, and even a few pieces of gold to start with. With about $500 capital, you can conveniently start a small gold buying and selling business. Look for sources to buy gold from. One very important part of this business is how and where you would get your gold from. You may decide to set up an office where people who need to sell their personal gold pieces of jewelry can walk in and sell their gold to you, which you would buy at a discounted price, so that you can sell at a profit later. You may also look for people who deal in selling of raw gold, and start buying from them, although this process is more technical than the former. Advertise and promote your gold business. Gold business, just like any other business, needs regular marketing and advertisement to promote sales. If you can afford television or radio adverts, that would be fine, but if you cannot, you can advertise on the internet or through classified newspaper adverts. Secure and protect your business. Gold business is a business that requires a high level of security. A small piece of gold may be worth millions, and if it gets stolen or lost, that would lead to a huge loss, so you must take the security aspect of your business very seriously. Apart from investing in a strong metal safe for storing your wares, you should also hire security personnel who would watch over your business premises daily. Another aspect of the gold business you can look into is having people come and exchange their gold jewelry for another one with little charges to be paid, or to have people come and borrow money from you while they use their gold jewelry as collateral. You can make very good money from buying and selling gold. However, you need to take time to learn all the ropes before you jump into the business, because it's a business with high risks, and unsuspecting beginners may easily fall into traps and be duped by unscrupulous gold traders. It is recommended to work closely with someone who is experienced in the business for some time before you start your own gold buying and selling business. The next part of the video is not specific to a gold business. Nevertheless, this knowledge is essential for success in the gold business, as well as in any other business. Ignore it at your own peril. Operating a successful gold business will depend on the following 4 conventions. 1. A practical plan, with a solid foundation. 2. Dedication, and willingness to sacrifice, to reach your goal. 3. Technical skills. 4. Basic knowledge of management, finance, record keeping and market analysis. As a new owner, you will need to master these skills and techniques if your business is to be successful. Finding a niche. Small businesses range in size from a manufacturer, with many employees, and millions of dollars in equipment, to the lone window washer, with a bucket and a sponge. Obviously, the knowledge and skills, required for these two extremes, are far apart, but for success they have one thing in common. Each has found a business niche, and is filling it. The most critical problems you will face, in your early planning, will be to find your niche, and determine the feasibility of your idea. Get into the right business at the right time, is very good advice, but following that advice may be difficult. Many entrepreneurs plunge into a business venture, so blinded by the dream, that they fail to thoroughly evaluate its potential. Is your business idea feasible? Before you invest time, effort, and money, the following exercise will help you separate sound ideas from those bearing a high potential for failure. Identify and briefly describe the business you plan to start. Identify the product or service you plan to sell. Answering yes to any of the following 3 questions means you are on the right track. A negative answer to all of them means the road ahead could be rough. 1. Does your product or service satisfy an unfilled need? 2. Will your product or service serve an existing market in which demand exceeds supply? 3. Will your product or service be competitive based on its quality, selection, price, or location? Market analysis. For a small business to be successful, the owner must know the market. To learn the market, you must analyze it, a process that takes time and effort. You don't have to be a trained statistician to analyze the marketplace, nor does the analysis have to be costly. Analyzing the market is a way to gather facts about potential customers, and to determine the demand for your product or service. The more information you gather, the greater your chances of capturing a segment of the market. Know the market before investing your time and money in any business venture. The following questions will help you collect the information necessary to analyze your market, and determine if your product or service will sell. This brief exercise will give you a good idea of the kind of market planning you need to do. An answer of no to any of the questions indicates a weakness in your plan, so do your research until you can answer each question with a yes. 1. Do you know who your customers will be? 2. Do you understand their needs and desires? 3. Do you know where they live? 4. Will you be offering the kind of products or services that they will buy? 5. Will your prices be competitive in quality and value? 6. Will your promotional program be effective? 7. Do you understand how your business compares with your competitors? 8. Will your business be conveniently located for the people you plan to serve? 9. Will there be adequate parking facilities for the people you plan to serve? Planning your startup. The following questions are grouped according to function. They are designed to help you prepare for opening day. Merchandise. Have you decided what items you will sell or produce, or what services you will provide? Have you made a merchandise plan, based upon estimated sales, to determine the amount of inventory you will need to control purchases? Have you found reliable suppliers, who will assist you in the startup? Have you compared the prices, quality, and credit terms of suppliers? Business records. Are you prepared to maintain complete records of sales, income and expenses, accounts payable, and receivables? Have you determined how to handle payroll records, tax reports, and payments? Do you know what financial reports should be prepared, and how to prepare them? Finances. A large number of small businesses fail each year. There are a number of reasons for these failures, but one of the main reasons is insufficient funds. Too many entrepreneurs try to start and operate a business without sufficient capital, money. To avoid this dilemma, you can review your situation by analyzing the following 3 questions. 1. How much money do you have? 2. How much money will you need to start your business? 3. How much money will you need to stay in business? In order to answer the second question, how much money will you need to start your business? You need to prepare an estimate of all your startup costs. Here is a list of items you may need to take into account. Note that this list is for a retail business. Items will vary for service, construction, manufacturing or online firms. Decorating and remodeling, fixtures and equipment, installing fixtures and equipment, services and supplies, beginning inventory cost, legal, professional fees, licenses and permits, telephone utility deposits, insurance, signs, advertising for opening, Unanticipated expenses. Now, the answer to the third question, how much money will you need to stay in business? Must be divided into two parts, immediate costs, and future costs. From the moment the door to your new business opens, a certain amount of income may come in. However, this income should not be projected in your operating expenses. You will need enough money available to cover costs for at least the first 3 months of operation. The following list will help you project your operating expenses on a monthly basis. Typical expenses for 1 month may include your living costs, employee wages, rent, advertising, supplies, utilities, insurance, taxes, maintenance, delivery, transportation, miscellaneous. Now sum up the total estimated monthly expenses and multiply it by 3. This is the amount of cash you will need to cover operating expenses for 3 months. Deposit this amount in a savings account before opening your business. Use it only for those purposes listed in the above list, because this money will ensure that you will be able to continue in business during the crucial early stages. By adding the total startup costs to the total expenses for 3 months, you can learn what the estimated costs will be to start and operate your business for 3 months. By subtracting the totals of the lists from the cash available, you can determine the amount of additional financing you may need, if any. Now you will need to estimate your operating expenses for the first year after startup. The first step in determining your annual expenses is to estimate your sales volume, month by month. Next, determine the cost of sales. You may want to use a spreadsheet to do this. After startup, the primary source of revenue in your business will be from sales, but your sales will vary from month to month because of seasonal patterns and other factors. It is important to determine if your monthly sales will produce enough income to pay each month's bills. An estimated cash flow projection will show if the monthly cash balance is going to be subject to such factors as the following: failure to recognize seasonal trends, excessive cash taken from the business for living expenses, too rapid expansion, and slow collection of accounts if credit is extended to customers. Conclusion: if you have carefully answered all the questions in this video, you have seriously thought about your goal. However, there may be some things you may feel you need to know more about. Owning and running a gold business is a continuous learning process. Research your idea, and do as much as you can, yourself, but don't hesitate to seek help from people who can tell you what you need to know. As we conclude this video, it's time you get your free gold business plan gift. Go to the description below this video to get it now. It is completely free, no strings attached. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and hit the subscribe button for more videos like this.